Hey, good morning, everyone. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Good morning. Hope you had a nice evening. It's important to know that this broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. We're not offering any type of trading advice here today. We're not responsible for any losses incurred while you're trading. There is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. If you're not familiar with those risks, we recommend consulting with a licensed financial advisor. Being a very news driven market, before we begin trading, we always like to look and see what economic news reports are going to be released during this trading session. So Thursday, March 12th at 8:30 a.m., we had unemployment claims. Let's take a look and see what the unemployment claims were. 213,000, a decrease of 1,000 previous week's revised level. So about 1,000 less than last week on the unemployment claims. Building permits, 8:30, a lot of yellow, low impact reports. 10:30, natural gas. Other than the unemployment claims that came out at 8:30, we only have low impact reports. But remember, we have an ongoing catalyst event with the unrest in the Middle East. Let me pop out my chat. Bear with me for just a moment. If today's your first day joining us, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We got a great day of trading today scheduled. We're going to be starting here with the automated bots at 9:30. We're going to be keeping an eye on crude oil, which has been very volatile. The S&P 500. You have to forgive me. I'm just getting over the flu here. Look at crude. Trying to push through this area of resistance to the upside. This bot, the crude oil bot that we shared with our community, made $7,500. I think it was on Monday. $7,500 on Monday, this bot here. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. If it breaks through, crude is trading at $94 a barrel right now. These are fully automated strategies. Once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the positions for you. They run a NinjaTrader 8. NinjaTrader 8. We've got some really unique ways that we manage these trades once they are triggered. That gives you the potential for a home run on every trade. Let's take a look at our ES scalper. Ooh, look at the ES scalper. Setting up just the way we like it. We've got the crosses. The crosses is our confluence indicator. That's looking at a number of different variables. And when all of them align, the software is telling us that risk is at its lowest. This is the time to take a trade. Once my P&L reaches 500 on this bot, it will immediately lock in 250. Immediately. At 1250 a tick, the ES can be hard to manage. But we certainly don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade. So we want to get the risk off as soon as possible without squeezing it out, smothering it, choking it out by squeezing the stop too tight is what I'm referring to. We are going to be using a trade copier. We're going to pick a leader account and follow it across 5 different evals with Apex. We like to wait a few minutes after the opening bell, let the market settle down, find a direction. I always like to see what the market's done prior to us starting this broadcast. If we go back to the session open at 1800 hours, we were opened right about 67.69. So we had a big move down over the Asian session and a rebound, a bounce back up during the London Open. And now pre-market, we're headed back down. Overnight, we had a lot of had a few ships that were attacked in the Strait of Hormuz, which is affecting 20% of the world's oil supply. So it has global economic implications with the geopolitical unrest that's currently taking place. It looks like they are going to release some oil from the strategic oil reserves. And the oil producing countries are going to also release a couple 100 million barrels of oil. But they say that that could take 90 to 120 days. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Let's look at our 20 Unirenko. And we'll scroll it back to yesterday, 1800 hours. About 24,958 is where the session opened. Took a big move down during the Asian session, bounced back up during the London pre-market. We're set up for short trades. Prices below the VWAP. Our 50 is red and sloped down. And our 15 is below the 50. Our leaderboard These are the bots performing the best in today's session. We have the gold retirement plan. We're trading a really nice diversified portfolio of instruments. We got gold, crude oil, NASDAQ, E-mini on a number of different time frames. So we look for one of the bots to make its way up to the top of our leaderboard, and it signifies that it's kind of found the ebb and flow. The triggers are working just right with the flow of the market. And we like to see one of our bots dominating, crushing it. And it gives us a good idea of which ones to trade on our live accounts or prop accounts. We also have our best bots, which will choose automatically for you. It eliminates all the guesswork. We have an ES best bot and an NQ best bot. And those will decide based on the data which bot you should trade. And it will automatically trade that bot. All right, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We're going to go from 9:30 to 10:30. And at 10:30, we have the owner of Right Line Trading scheduled to trade at 10:30, Mark Miller. And at 11:30, God willing, we'll have David Wise. He's our options master. Got a nice short entry right into the direction of the trend on our 30 range. When our 20 Unirenko is below the 50 EMA, we're only looking for shorts as to not take a counter trend trade. If the trade matures down towards my profit target, my stop will automatically take the risk off like it just did. And it'll take a small gain, about a 10 tick profit. However, if price continues down into the trend, it will get into what we refer to as our leapfrog. The leapfrog has both the stop and the profit target leaping forward and allowing the trade to run, locking in more and more profits as it matures. So it's a very exciting system that can really run up the score rather quickly. So good luck, everybody. Market's going to open in about 1 minute. Let's see if we can let the good times roll. 1 minute. Retirement plan on gold is number 1. NASDAQ Mac truck. Let's put this on the Mac truck. That Mac truck at the open can come flying right through the 50. There's the bell. Good luck, everybody. Watch the Mac truck through the 50. Nope. If it rolls, it's a retirement plan. It's a retirement plan. I personally, as tempting as it is to trade this opening volatility, I'm going to be patient and disciplined and wait for the market to settle down first and then find a direction. Here comes my leapfrog. Here comes the leapfrog. Let's see if it gets into the leapfrog here. I needed a little, nope, it's giving us heat. Needed to come down a little bit further. Now I'm plus even. Now it's in the leapfrog. Now I have the potential for a home run. If this trade breaks support, it could be off to the races. My retirement plan is also in short on the 20U. Boy, this thing could go for a ride. If it breaks through all this support, look out below. Here we go. Oh, the last line of defense. The last line of defense. Do we get a sell-off at this opening? My scalper's in big. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's see what the market does, what kind of retracement we get. Let's see how big of a retracement we get. Not much. Not much at all. Let me tell you, if this breaks support, oh, that was a signal D. A little risky. Okay, here it comes. Now it's popping to the upside. Headed right back up to the VWAP. Good morning, Michael. Thanks for joining us. I wanted to get together with you. I read your email. And I feel your pain, my brother. This could be a Mack truck on my 20U crashing right through the 50. Here it goes. There we go. Right back to the VWAP. Okay, the leaderboard became a little juicier just now. Our 20 Unirankos are in the game. Both the Mack truck and the retirement plan. We're off to a good start. Toby. Man, I didn't know you guys had such good fishing out in Louisiana. My goodness. A friend of mine was showing me pictures of a fishing trip in Louisiana. I've never seen such big snapper, grouper, tuna. We're getting some buying pressure here. Right up into the VWAP, we caught some upside resistance. Oh my God, I had no idea. I thought I was in the fishing capital of the U.S. anyway. Let's see if we break through. This could be a Mack truck short right through the 50. Just looking at the ES chart. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. Let's wait for our trade. We can't make any money when the market's choppy like this. Let's just sit on our hands for just a few minutes here. Here it comes. I like this Mack truck short, right down to support. Nope. A lot of sellers sitting right up here at 24,825. Here comes that Mack truck short. There's some room to the downside, let me tell you. Momentum on my 20 Unorenco is pinned to the top. We don't want to take a short trade just now, just yet. Watch the break. Watch the break here. See if we can get an opening range breakout trade through the VWAP. We've got a couple of areas of resistance. If we can get through them both, could be a leapfrog long. It's chopping around pretty good. It is Thursday, March 12th. If you're joining us today, hallelujah. Any day above ground is a blessed day. It's a lovely day. Make a joyful noise. Watch the short. Watch the short. This thing could come crashing down. Here we go. The bulls are not letting the price come down, let me tell you. We got some buying pressure. There's that VWAP is a big area of resistance. Price just cannot break through it so far. You can see it's tested the VWAP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times now. It's a coin toss which way this market's going to go. The Mack truck jumped in short. I knew it was coming. Here comes the leapfrog short. I'm going to try to get in short. I enabled my copier. Let's see if we get some follow through. Come down. Don't come all the way back on me. Come on down. Come on down. Give it some room. Give it some room, Rory. Give it some room. Come on down. Come on down. There you go. Get my leapfrog. There you go. Push down. Ooh. All right. Nice first trade. Yeah, I really want my leapfrog to lock in 250. If I get in that type of move, to not make 250 is painful. Our NQ best bot is at 500. Watch the break of support here. The Mack truck's at 1400. Wow. E-mini is not setting up right for us. It's headed right into support. Let's take out these volume zones. Okay. That Revo on the 150 range, let me tell you, that thing is very consistent. Here we go. They might drive the price even lower. I'm tempted to take one more trade. I hate to make a winning day into a losing day. I'm kind of feel a sell-off coming. If we break through this area of support, we've got some running room to the downside. Maybe we give it one more go. Here it comes. We're in. Come on down. A little further. I'm going to take it right there. Should have let it go, man. That thing's going to fly. That thing is going to fly. I love the entry. Look at that entry. Just textbook, picture perfect. Man, was that a beautiful trade. What a trade. That thing was as pretty as it gets. It had those yellow high volume bearish candles breaking through that pivot, and it was bam, right into our profit target. I'll tell you, it's tempting to go again. I think this thing is going to break right through support and keep going. Michael, this could be the day we were waiting for, sir. They are selling off the NASDAQ and the E-mini. Let's take a look at that ES. If this ES breaks through support, our X's, our crosses are kicking in. Let's go to the scalper. The scalper's in. Look at that move down. My goodness. Scalper's right back in. Getting sell signals on the ES and the NQ. Watch the short roll on this NASDAQ trade. See if it bounces right off this 50. Great job, Toby. Yeah, I agree. It's due for a retracement. Here comes the Mack truck long. That Revo NQ150 range is on fire. Getting a bounce. I'm surprised the Mack truck didn't take that trade long. Let's put it on a 150 range bar just to see what it looks like. Much bigger bar. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's just retracing back up to the 15. This is a 150 range on the NASDAQ. Watch that retirement plan short. Watch that retirement plan short. Here it goes. Boy, what a beautiful retirement plan trade this is. Watch this. On this 20 Unarenko, the pull back and go on a 20U. It's setting up perfectly. Bam. Oh, man, I saw that one coming. Oh, what a beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful. Man. Boy, that retirement plan. Woo. What a beautiful, absolutely beautiful trade. Boy, I saw that one coming too. NQ 1-day pass is in. Let's put on the NQ 1-day pass. That retirement plan's off to the races. 1-day pass. Look at that retirement plan trade. Look at that trade, Toby. Look at that beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go to the best spot. Best spot's in. Best spot's in a monster. Retirement plan's in a freaking monster. Man almighty, am I sick I didn't take that trade. I watched it retrace right back to the 50 and roll short. Those 20 Unarenko bots crushed it today. Both the Mack truck and retirement plan. This one's still running. The best spot's still running at 1480. The best spot, there's no guesswork. It's just going to trade the most profitable bot in the portfolio. Hey, good morning, Rev. Good morning, Rick. Good to see you, sir. Leapfrog's in short. The old leapfrogger. Let's take a look at the E-mini. Oh, it's breaking through support now. Now the ES is getting ready to rock and roll. ES scalpers in a monster. Wow. This is the bots are just lighting it up. They were due for a day like today, let me tell you. Crude's in long. Everything else is short. All the ES spots are short. Let's take a look at the crude bot, see how it's doing. Got a beautiful leaderboard today. Oh my goodness, look at this move down on a 30 range. Crude bot's getting killed. Retirement plan, though, is up 1125. The Mack truck, 1988. The best spot, 1453. Revo, 150 range, 1435. Our leapfrog is at 867. Not too shabby. I've reached my profit goal trading the leapfrog. Leapfrog back in short. I always like to put my profit goal right above resistance. Let's give it a clear shot. Let's get it into the window a little earlier. Get the risk off in case we bounce off the pivot. I know, Toby, you and I both. I'd be sick if I gave this back, though. It makes it look so easy, doesn't it? That's how it lures us in, you know? It's seducing us. Come on, push lower. Ah. Oh, just missed it. Oh, man. That's a heartbreaker there. That thing was so close. If it doesn't make it, I'd be sick if I was in that trade. Oh, man. Still getting sell signals on the NQ. Setting up for a retirement plan. If this thing comes back to the 50, watch the short roll again. Watch that short roll again. Setting up perfect again. Boy, is it tempting. I'm going to give it a shot on 3 of the accounts. I'm going to go retirement plan short. If it goes straight up through, it's a Mack truck long. Nope. It was the Mack truck. No, didn't take a Mack truck either. Leapfrog went long. Coming up at 10:30, it's Miller time. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's see if we get some follow through the upside here. Huge reversal. Huge reversal. Let's put the high volume candles on this chart. Went a little too far for the retirement plan. We need a red 50 if it's going to roll short. Here comes a Mack truck. Wow. I can't believe that 30 range went long. Momentum is pinned to the bottom. This Mack truck is going to fire off a trade right here. Well, it was a good day for day traders, that's for sure. Big swings up and down. For a swing trader, you'd pull your hair out of your head. See if this thing comes crashing through for a Mack truck short. We got a high volume short. Here comes a Mack truck. Right down to support. Excuse me. Fighting this cold. Mack truck might go long. Might have. Oh, we hit our profit target. That's why. Ah. I'm wondering why the Mack truck didn't trade. It hit its profit goal at 2,000. These bots have, within the parameters, have a daily loss limit and a daily profit target. And once one of those values is reached, it'll stop trading. It'll practice some capital preservation. We found ourselves in the winner's circle this morning. Got anywhere from $2 to $250 across the 5 evals. This is setting up for a short. We're getting the 15 cross over the 50 on our 30 range. It's not quite there yet. But momentum is headed down right now. Watch this signal be short on our leapfrog. No follow through. Revo NQ8U. Let's watch that bot one time. It's up 1352 for the day. Got a nail biter here. It's come up and kiss my stop. There it goes. Take a quick look at the stock market. Watch the retirement plan long here. It's going right up into the VWAP. This 20U is about to launch long. It's got some upside resistance. There it goes. Oh, wow. It launched off like a rocket ship. Unbelievable. That's the second time I've watched it. I'm complaining because I didn't get into it, but I'm happy that I reached my profit goal for the day. The retirement plan's trading wonderful today. Taking some beautiful entries. This might come back and fail, though. Palantir's up. Silver's up slightly. Gold is down. NASDAQ down 1%. Russell down 1.34%. S&P 500 down 0.85%. Dow's down. Wow, Dow's down under 47,000. It's 46,964. Let's see if it breaks the VWAP. We've run right back up to the VWAP again. It's amazing. Price is like a magnet. It's like a magnet. It tested the VWAP earlier before we had that big sell-off. It tested the VWAP about 7 times. Couldn't break through. And took a big short roll. Now here we are again. Retirement plan hung in there. It's trying to find its way home. It's got a big area of resistance to get through. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Suzanne. Thanks for joining us. We're having a lovely day. God is good. All right, Rick. Yes. Yes, I just saw that. You made my day, Rev. Amen. We made that joyful noise earlier. God heard us. Amen. The Rev got 5 Apex evals. Passed. That's 5 funded accounts. Back in business. I've got to get my good friend Bobby. Bobby, I got to get you back up and running. Get you in the game. Look at momentum. Momentum is pinned on this 30 range. Absolutely pinned. How'd you do it, Rev? How'd you pass the 5 evals? How'd you pass 5? Did you do the 1-day pass? Did you manually trade it? Inquiring minds want to know. We want to know what's working. All right. Great job, man. Well, Rick's a great trader, too. Momentum still pinned to the downside. We're back in retirement plan short. Back in leapfrog short. Let's see if we get some follow through here to the downside. That's what happened last time. We got up to the VWAP. That's when the bears take over. I got a feeling this thing is coming down. Look out below. Look out below. Here it comes. Bam. That Revo's in. Got the oscillator short. That's a really nice trigger, that oscillator entry on the Revo. It protects you from getting into an oversold market. By design, the oscillator entry will only enter a trade nice and tight to the 50. Look at this retirement plan. This retirement plan crushed it today. Leapfrog is still in the trade. Let's pivot to the leapfrog. Congratulations, Rick. Boy, that feels great to get 5 at a time, man. Woo! That's a great feeling. 5 evals, 1 day. That's the great thing about trading is, man, good things can happen quickly. But hey, it's a double-edged sword. Bad things can happen just as quick. Look at this retirement plan working its way down. The Mack truck already reached the profit goal of 2,000. Leapfrog back in short. Let's see if it has a little more another leg in it. We're pretty far oversold. Retirement plan's just taking it to the house. Look at this monster trade. If this thing leapfrogs again, could be $1,000 winner. Well, I was so tempted to trade that retirement plan, let me tell you. I felt that short roll coming. Retirement plan's at 1390. Here's the leaderboard today. Leapfrog in, NQ Sniper, NQ Best Spot, Retirement Plan, and Mac Truck. All the NASDAQs are up today. I don't see many E-minis. ES8U, I take it back. Wow, there you are. Good to see you, sir. Could get another leapfrog short. Looks like a signal C. We got a pivot area of support right below us. It might prevent that trigger from happening. All right, Rev, congrats, man. Great job. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing your results, too. I appreciate that. The Rev Rick, combination of using the ES one-day pass and some manual manipulation. Found his way to the winner's circle, got 5 evals across the finish line. We got a little bit of a lull in the action. Here we go. We're getting a pop again. This is another Mack truck. If the Mack truck was still in the game. It's doing retracements and continuations down into the trend. Here comes another leapfrog short. What a beautiful entry. Let's see what the scalper looks like. Not many crosses today on our scalper. We had one set of crosses right when it broke the VWAP, which is really my favorite trade. When that E-mini breaks that VWAP and you get those crosses, man, those are good trades. Stick around. We got a great day of trading today. I'm about to pass the baton over to Mark Miller. If you haven't seen Mark trade, man, you're in for a treat. A lot of fun and very exciting. He'll be coming up in just a few minutes, God willing. After him is David Wise with the SPY Super System. The leapfrog is signaling short. The leapfrog is signaling short. Boy, I love this pivot break entry right here. Coming right down to support. Very tempting to take that entry short. I don't want to knock myself out of the winner's circle. Saw it coming. My screen might flash for just a second. Excuse me. Okay. Well, we found ourselves in a bit of a dilemma with this the Strait of Hormuz. Be interesting to see how they resolve this problem. Carol. Yes. Congratulations. Love it. Beautiful. Rick, look at Rick. Oh, you guys are doing great. That's awesome. Let's see if we get some follow through the downside. Here comes our crosses on the E-mini, right through support. The ES scalper's in a monster trade. Look at that trade. Oh, look at those yellow high volume candles. Getting big sell signals now. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. We had a great first hour of the market. This is how things shaped up. We got a beautiful leaderboard. The Mack truck hit the profit target and stopped trading at 2,000. Retirement plan, the other 20 Unorenco, took some absolutely beautiful trades. The Revo on the 150 range and the 8 Unorenco are on the leaderboard. Just got another sell signal on the E-mini. Let's see if it breaks through this area of support. If it does, look out below. There's a lot of running room to the downside. NQ Best Spot, Revo ES8U, Gold Retirement Plan. This NQ one-day pass, one contract, is the same strategy, just about the exact same strategy as the NASDAQ one-day pass. Rao's up $995. Take it to the house, Rao. Here we go. The E-mini's breaking through. I'm getting a major sell signal on the E-mini. Through this area, sell, sell, sell. Big yellow high volume candle. That's the E-mini. That's our sell signal. This could be another leapfrog short. This could be another leap. I saw that one coming. Here we go. Let's see if we get some follow through. We're a bit oversold on the move. But this market wants to continue to the downside. Oh, yeah. We just got into our profit window on the scalper. Let the good times roll. I got that. I used to listen to Dr. Keith Wade. He always used to say that. Let the good times roll. Still getting some selling pressure. Here comes a retracement. Sooner or later, it's got to retrace, right? About a standard deviation off the 50. Personally, if you're joining us late, you can see my leaderboard. It was a brilliant day for day trading. Beautiful moves up and down. We got our profit goal across 5 accounts, and our leaderboard is lit up like a Christmas tree. Hey, Mark.
Rory Powers, what's happening? The markets are on our side today, huh?
Yeah, man, you're in for a great day. This was a great first hour. I got them warmed up for you.
Man, thank you very much.
I hope you have a great day.
You too. See you, Rory.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard. Awesome. I'm Mark Miller, owner Right Line Trading. We've got the AI Auto Trader here on display today, trying to make a little money, have a little fun. I've got a Take Profit Trader Pro account over here. Up 1,400. Had some beautiful moves today. Best trading all week, and we've had a pretty good week so far. So this has been a good day. I'm using the MES scalper, the CL Black Gold, and the NQ Leapfrog. That's what we're doing. grab the comments here and we'll get started. Appreciate everybody joining us today. Hope you're having good luck trading. I've seen a few comments. Looks like Rick did an awesome job. Rick had a nice move. Way to go, Rick. Congratulations. Great moves today, huh? Beautiful day. Hey, Suzanne, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Hoping to get you some new software soon. I haven't got it yet, Suzanne. Sergio's had a little bit harder time. He's got about, I don't know, 10 indicators in there, and it's a lot. So he's working through it. Toby, what's happening? Toby, good to see you. Hope you're doing good today. See you locked in 305. Way to go. I live down here and they call it the 305. It's the area code here in Miami Beach. Just had a holiday the other day, the 305, March 5th. Almost like Cinco de Mayo. Get the bots here rolling. I got a take profit trader account hooked up. If anybody's curious on how to hook those up, you go in here to the configure. Right in here, let me back up. If you want to hook up a data feed, so trading futures requires data, and it's really price data. And to get that connected to the NinjaTrader platform, you can go right into connections and then configure. And then it gives you some connections that are available. And for take profit trader, I used the NinjaTrader connection over here. And when you go to your take profit trader accounts, when you buy them, you'll see on your dashboard the username and password. And you would grab that, and then you would go over to here, go in and click on this NinjaTrader, and you'd have to click add down here. So that brings you down NinjaTrader connection. And then all you would do is you can just change this name. This name's irrelevant. It's just for you. It can be called anything. And you would just put your username and password right in this little section here. And you leave these other ones all default. You don't change them at all. So this is my active take profit trader account and the way it's running today. For Kinetic, this was the way it was set up. If anybody wants to use Kinetic, I don't recommend Kinetic. They screwed me over a couple of times. They I don't know. I had four for sure connections with them, and it's 100 a month at least. It was like 110 each or so. But anyway, they sent me a bill for like 5,000 and said I was late, and I said, wait a minute. Shouldn't you be charging me every month? Oh yeah, our bills got backed up. We lost track. I said, holy shit. If I would have lost track of that kind of money, I'm sure somebody would have known. But anyways, there's Kinetic. Now I am getting a message, and I'll have to do some research because I don't know the answer yet, but Continuum is being obsoleted. So I'll have to do a little bit of research myself also to figure out how to reconfigure Continuum is the connection to my NinjaTrader brokerage account. So to get that one reconnected, I'll have to do some research, and then I might be able to show you how to do that after I get it reconnected. They said till you have till the 31st, so I'm a procrastinator. Like that's my MO. but I will get to it eventually. Here's Tradeify. Apex. So Apex, I use Rhythmic for NinjaTrader brokerage. Rhythmic for NinjaTrader brokerage over here. Bring that one down. And then, I named it Apex and put Apex information in, and then I pick Apex here from the list. So if you look at this list, you can kind of see other prop firms that you would set up similar to this one if you found these ones. All right, let's see what's going on in the background here. Let's see what kind of trading's going on. Looking at the leaderboard over here, it looks like we've got the 1-day pass. So hit the NQ today. Hit the NQ 1-day pass. This is my Take Profit Trader Pro account. So this is the one you can get paid on. I'll be able to hopefully, if I can hold it together, get a payout here. And I'll show you how that comes out of Take Profit Trader if it comes to fruition. Here's Black Gold again. Rory Powers. I talked to him this morning to confirm, and that was legit. He said that 7,500 was 1 day. So that was 1 day of trading. Now he did say the next day it lost $4,000. So it's a wide open strategy. He said we just need to take a look at it and see if we can put some filters in there to, stop some losing trades. And we've got a little bot now, old Claude bot, that's in the background here who's starting to do some real work. So I watch like CNBC all day long, or it's at least playing in the background, and trying to find a company who's doing real work with AI is hard. It's improving everybody's work, but is it replacing everybody's work? No. It's changing pretty much. I'll say anybody who uses a computer, it's probably modifying their work, but it's in your own domain, they call it. Like trading software is our domain, for example. And we have some insight of years of experience of trading and algorithms and all these other things that allows someone like Sergio, myself, Rory, someone who's read some deep. You guys on the web here have some deep knowledge about trading and how it goes, so you can talk to this thing, and it can, I'll say, enhance what you give it. Right? It enhances it. And that's what I always say. It doesn't really do anything. It just, you give it words, it gives you words. Like, okay, fair enough. But in this case, we can take these words and then put it into action, which ours are real numbers typically. Put these numbers into action, ask it number questions, get numbers back to hopefully improve the output of our systems. And man, look at this run to the upside right here. Let's go. We got a buyer. We have a buyer. That was beauty. Thought we were looking at market meltdown. Holy moly, Trump must have said something. I always keep the news on just in case he does. All right, Rue, what's happening? Carol, nice shot. Carol got a 250. That was Rory's saying, wasn't it? 250 or 500. Man, he'd say that every morning. I love that. I told him, let's bring that back. Why stop? Why'd you stop? You were doing awesome. 250 or 500. I think he had the stalker mocking him and it pissed him off. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Oh, man. Suzanne, you having some good results, huh? You got that GC retirement plan. It starts at 8 o'clock. She's got her PT and her stop loss. Ooh, bigger stop loss. I like that. In fact, like I mentioned, I've been talking to this little Claude bot, and it's totally changed some of the strategies that I have here today by giving it bigger stops and smaller targets. And almost like a scalping strategy, right? Wow, 4 days in a row. Cha-ching. Way to go, Suzanne. High five. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that information. I don't even have that one either yet. So I'll have to, well, I can make it right now. Let me show you guys how to make it. And Suzanne, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll just take our retirement plan and change the instrument. If there's more to it, just let me know. So to do that, I'm gonna create the GC retirement plan real quick. I've been neglecting it here in the background. So I'm gonna take the retirement plan and just add it. What I'm gonna do right now is really just save the strategy settings for the retirement plan, just how they are. I'm sure it's already saved back there, but um, I always like to just do it at the time I'm ready to create a new strategy. Oh, actually, let me ask. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to go in and edit it and just really save it, save all the parameters that we have here. In fact, Suzanne, I modified it from what I originally had. So the retirement plan that I send out is, I'm going to go look up here. So I got one machine that I don't mess with, and then I've got an R&D machine that I do mess with, and this is the R&D machine. So I'm working with this Claude bot. This is one example that it told me. It said we could make a heck of a lot more money on the NQ retirement plan if we, change our stop to 100 and our target to 48. That's against everything I typically do. Usually I'd go 3-to-1 the other way, so it'd be 100, 300. But I'm not the smartest one in the room. So what I've been working with it on, it's doing a matrix of the different combinations. So it does an MFE, MAE skill matrix to figure out what combination with the MFA and MAE that we've actually had with all the trades, kind of form fits and tells you what the best stop and target would have been. The most profitable, not the best, the most profitable would have been this. And I can show you guys that analysis finally today. Well, you know what? I'm still working on it, but I'll show you what I have. It's been doing a good job, and then I started it again this morning and started over, and now I lost some of its brains, but I'm trying to bring it back again. So let me look up at the other one and really verify. Da-na-na-na. Okay, I have 100, 200. And we have a 50 tick profit target window and a 10 tick leapfrog. So that's the retirement plan. I'm just going to copy that. These are going to be copying the settings to my hard drive. And so I did my job with that one. That's all I needed to do there. Now what I want to do is I want to create a new strategy. So I'm going to right click, go to new strategy. It's in this, this right here is really our different platforms, our different strategies. So the bots are, iBot is different, the Auto Trader is different, the Revo is different. So we have a few different, and we'll have a new one here soon. And we don't know exactly what, I think Sergio called it new right now, new software or something, but we'll give it a name in a little bit here. So I'm gonna go load that retirement plan and just go change the instrument. So instead of the NQ, we'll set it for the GC futures. And I'm going to do 426. I know that's the newer contract that just rolled over recently. So now another change is we'll call this the right instrument. And we'll leave it at 101 for now. And I'm going to save this one. Okay, Suzanne changed the risk for the day also. Her set her daily risk for 500, and her, I'm sorry, profit target, and the risk was at 750. And she starts it at 8 a.m. I'll just let it go till 9, go till we're, I mean, it's going to go till its profit target or stop loss really quick, right? It'll get there pretty quick in one trade. I'll go to 10 just in case. See. Okay, so those are the settings that Suzanne's been running, I assume, on the GC retirement plan. So it's on a 20 Unarenko. Big candle, nice big candle. All right, perfect. So we're in the game. Got Suzanne's GC retirement plan locked in. Thanks, Suzanne. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I figured. It doesn't take long with the big dog, letting it eat right there. Okay, come on, let's see what we got going on trading wise. Doing a lot of talking and less trading. The NQ 1-day pass hit again after I just turned it back on, so that one got hot quick. Black gold's kind of hit a little bit of a wall. It was up $3 grand earlier, so it's lost its footing a little bit here, but it was up pretty good. Hit this 150 again today. I don't know if you guys remember. If you've been joining regularly, you'll know that I've been talking about this one every day. It's been on the leaderboard, and we looked at the data, and this month it was up 5,900 yesterday. So it's having another nice little run today. It's in this trade right here. Let's take a look. Again, a big candle runs on that oscillator. So this one down here, this bottom indicator. Way to go, Rue. Nice pull. You got the scalper on the GC. So everybody's pushing the GC. Let's go. I need to get over that instrument again. You know, I watch videos and they say, "Oh, you should focus." So I've been trying to focus, and it's hard. It's hard because I'm like a squirrel in the road. Like, which way do I go? So now I'm, got the CL here cranking and GC. It's the way we started too. I don't know if everybody remembers. We even had the RTY and YM. Like it was a popcorn machine. Always looking for the best instrument to trade. Moneymaker has a trade right now. It's up on the leaderboard, coming in slowly. I reset all my cash values today back to 1,000, or I mean 100,000, to see what. Wow, lost two on the ES one day pass here today. ES isn't doing well today. Mostly NQ bots leading on the leaderboard, it looks like. I've got a little gold nugget here trading 5 contracts that's been doing pretty good too. I'm gonna look at that data. That might be pretty good data there. Okay, moneymaker's starting to move back into favor here. A little bit of a drift back in the market. Man, that noise is painful. Ooh. Ooh. Have a lot of people who back up around here. Plus, I live across from a parking garage, so the horns, man, I'll tell you, those car alarm horns, man, they should make them illegal. Them are noise pollution. Boy, this 150 range called it again, it looks like. Called a beauty. Power Play's trading nicely here. It's coming up the leaderboard. It's at 1,400 now. Anything that gets over 1,000 definitely gets my attention. Moneymaker coming in for a landing. So I'm pretty sure I can share this little, it's called a Claude skill with you guys. If you didn't be interested, I'd probably put it in Discord and, let me mess with it for a little bit longer till I can really prove that I can shut the system down, restart it, shut it down, restart it, like that it's repeatable because it's fooled me a couple times already. ChatGPT did that too. It fooled me. And but if it's repeatable, I'd like to share it with you because it gives us insight on what a better optimal stop and target could be. And it gives it in a visual representation. So this is the output. This is the output of the strategy optimization. So it builds this really nice dashboard for us. And it can tell what the actual stop and target is. So, for example, it knows the moneymaker. Black gold must have some sort of action, maybe a trailing stop. So it gets a little tripped up on trailing stops or our smart stops that move like leapfrogs. It can't really zero in on the profit target because we end at so many different prices where we exit. But anyways, it catches the stop almost 100% of the time here. But anyway, for the moneymaker, it's offering up. I haven't moved into stop number 2 and target 2 right now, just for my own. I'm comparing it to our old AI model with the new AI model, the Claude skill model, um, and I can kind of show you what that looks like too. So the two different models are giving me different results. For example, I've got the moneymaker. This is the moneymaker right here that I'm looking at. The strategy ID is 292. If I go to strategies, 292 is the moneymaker. So inside this models folder, the original our AI model that we had built and is in the background working and delivering these numbers here is it was giving us a 50 for target 1 and a 15 for the stop. The new model, Claude skill model here, is giving me a target of 33 instead of 50 and a stop loss of 24. So that's the comparison that I'm doing kind of right now, is trying to see what that looks like, and then kind of follow the trade. So like I said, I have 2 PCs right now. So my R&D PC, I took the advice of the Claude skill and changed those, and the other PC I left with the standard model. So I'm kind of trying to do a little bit of they call it A/B testing, like A/B testing. So I'm doing a little A/B testing to see if there's any benefit, if it can make us more money. But it's a cool feature. So far, so good. Try to come up with ways to make it useful. I was going to mention the other cool thing inside of here is down here. This is a bad example. Let's go look at the second one. Okay, cool here. So the moneymaker, for example, the analysis that this is Claude skills, this is the output. The analysis, this is the current trades that it looked at, and I asked it to look at, I think, 10 trades. So to analyze the last 10 trades, it could infer the stop and the target were 25 and 50, which is true. Analyzed 10 trades. 3 of them were winners. 7 of them were losers. The total net P&L was negative 355. 30% win rate out of 3 out of 7. But it goes over here and it does an analysis, like I mentioned, of the 10 trades of the MFE, MAE, and tries to form fit the stop and target within those ranges of each trade. It knows, it's smart enough to know that it has to have stop and target where it'll exit at both positions. But anyway, if I would have had a stop of 24 ticks and a target of 33, instead of losing 355, I would have made a 554, and I would have went to a 50-50 win rate. So that's what this thing can do for us. So it's like reverse engineering on steroids. And I can pick 100 trades. I can pick 1,000 trades. Actually, I don't even know the limit. I'm sure there is one. I've already told it. I said, don't choke on the data. And that's how you can talk to it. That's how you can talk to it. And to talk to it, it's over in this module over here. It's in this dude right here. This is called Claude Cowork. Has a chat feature, a cowork feature, and then code. So I've been working in code too. Code is the one that goes into our code base that we have inside of here, and can then go tell everything about the Python code. It didn't create code. It's just it's off the chain on what it does here. But anyway, that's a little sneak peek into the automated trading algorithms that we're trying to use and make a little money, have a little fun here. Right line trading, come on. Got Sergio working in the code now, the Claude code, man. He's loving it. He keeps telling me every morning it gets better and better. That's great news. I knew it would. I knew it would eventually. The time has come. People like Sergio who already know what they're doing, they can really go. Mohit and his team are coming through quickly too. Like Sergio can spin up these beautiful documents now to give, he's turned into a major project manager, which is awesome. That tool has helped him be a great project manager. He can now spit out these beautiful documents of what we want an app to do, for example. This is our life cycle, and everything's got so many details. This is our app that we're working on for the options trading. So pretty soon, and I thought this 2 weeks ago too. So, like I always mention, everything takes longer. I wish or not. I wish. I wish it took shorter. But anyway, we always get optimistic. But when you get into the details, there's 8 pages that this damn app has to be able to do, really, just to send a trade to somebody through the internet, through an app, and that person to receive a notification on their app that there's a new trade. And when they see that new trade, it'll show them a new trade opportunity, and then they can hit over on the right, take trade, uh, ignore trade, one of those two. And if they take the trade, it'll log it into the database as their entry. And then at the exit, they can say exited at what price, exited trade at the price that we recommended, or exited at a different price, and then write in a new price. But anyways, to do all that, it takes 8 pages of step-by-step instructions of what exactly this thing is supposed to do. So we hand this off to our development team, and they're now cranking on following up with that. They created the screens already, but now it's like, okay, what the hell do you want this thing to do? Where is the value at? What's the value proposition? Eventually you'll be able to hit enter, accept trade, and we'll be able to pass it through to Schwab or whoever. But that's further into the future. That one has a little bit more regulatory scrutiny, so I'll need to get a little more advice than my little Claude bot right now. That's the thing kind of helping me so far, or GPT. But when it gets down into something like that, I'll have to, either maybe use them both, maybe ask somebody else. But anyway, those are the main ones. And Sergio's working on that other option software too. He's like a squirrel in the road. He's got his head in both of them. But anyway. He's going to take a couple trades in the options one today and see if we can start to build a track record there. That Revo 150 hit right here in front of me, didn't it? Man, that thing has been really, really, really hot. That thing's on fire. In fact, I got to trade it on my pro account tomorrow. That's too many days in a row that I go in here and I see $1,000 on that strategy. Now, a lot of people would be biting their fingernails when it came back. It was up about probably 800. It came all the way back to probably 100 or less, and then went to the full winner. So that's trading. That's trading with conviction. Most people, myself included, would have ran for the hills a few times probably. But anyways, that's the difference between an algo bot and a person. And the true, that's the true. Rory Powers would have been out long ago. Rightfully so. This market will punish you if you have, eyes of steel, you could say. But if we trust the data, Look at this damn thing. 8,000 bucks last 3 days, 4 to 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. I don't know why I don't have any data on this thing. I just started on the 6th. I had to start over with my Ninja Trader here not long ago. 2-4. Things on a hockey stick. 62.50. You'd had to take a drawdown down here though. 2,500 it looks like. That's the eyes of steel. Someone who's going to take a strategy down 2,500 and still trade it the next day. And the next day. And the next day. And the next day. It's a nice run too though out of the gate. Pretty sure that's all the data that I have on that one. I think my machine got smoked. In fact, I'm really lucky it's even showing anything. Sometimes I have to shut off the data to make it work. Looks like my first day was on January 30th. So it's at 4,000, but you'd had to take a little drawdown. It's been on a hot streak right here, starting on, what I like to look at is sometimes I change, like I said, I change things. This is the R&D machine, so I do change things. And one way that I know if I change a strategy is I go over here to the largest winner and the largest loser. And the largest loser for sure, because that's the stop loss target. And you can see 750 basically as the largest loser, except there. Not sure what that one is. That was on the 30th, so that one might have been a different setting. Yeah, it was probably more than likely. So I like to look at the largest loser to make sure that I either change the strategy settings, because if when it went to like 500, then it would have told me that I changed my stop loss on my strategy. And the largest winner now is getting harder and harder that we have leapfrog technology. So this one is too hard now to tell if it's true or not, of where the actual profit target is set at, or if I changed it. Now that the leapfrog, it can end at any profit typically. So that one's the NQ 150. Market's drifting away here today. Good one, Rue. That's Rue's words of wisdom of the day. Simpler is more reliable. Thanks for sharing that, Rue. It's a coin toss on the oscillator. It tells you that it's moving down, but it doesn't say it'll keep going. It'll say that it met to the equilibrium. That's the equilibrium, basically. And then the rubber band stretches the other way. And then somehow the oscillator comes back to equilibrium, and then that would be the long trade. Ruined went out in that one. Actually, that got really, really close to tapping it out. I mean, super close, like a few ticks, it looks like. That's awesome. That's trading. Okay, my MES scalper's back in. This one made me some money earlier. I thought the market was going to settle down there, it looked like. So I've got enough money here in this account. I don't need to really trade it anymore. I made 1,500, so it needs to simmer and puts me on the sideline. Da-da. Looks like we got a nice pivot finally formed here on the ES over here at 68, 687 down here, 688. It's had to struggle to hold up. It's got wicks on each one of these Unarenko bars telling me that it came outside of the candle. Oof, excuse me. Found a balance beam on the NQ as well. A lot of room to the upside. Good long trade right now. And a nice run back here. Anybody using Claude yet? How about ChatGPT? What's your favorite? Is there something I'm missing out on? I've been looking. I stay looking. This is the kind of stuff it'll do for you. All right, that was nice. Boy, that leapfrog was looking good. It was knocking on the door of the winner, and it just went right against it. Boom. So this leapfrog, I'm using like I said, the Claude bot settings. So I took away the leapfrog action. Probably should have left it in maybe on this one. I was kind of torn. I was trying to figure it out, but I thought, let me try to just use these numbers and see what happens. Yeah, the other leapfrog's up a lot more. I have the other one at, let me see. Yeah, my original, and it was running all night because when I woke up, it was up a lot. Anyway, it's up 2,400 still. And this one here is up 1,000. Okay, had some good luck on the Take Profit Trader Pro account. So I just flipped one over. I got lucky and was able to last 5 days. I'll tell you. Lasting for 5 days is hard in these prop accounts. But anyway, was able to luckily flip one over and made a nice chunk today. This is a $25,000 account. So typically you would try to make 200 to 300 or whatever. But I always try to go big out of the gate. And then try to let yourself, you get smoked on the trailing drawdown eventually. So if you can go big, I guess, is the way I like to do them off the gate. Got lucky today. Had a great market to work with earlier. I mean, man, we caused some big moves. Great day to trade again today. So I don't know if you remember last couple of days, I said, man, not great. We usually have a few more bots up in the leaderboard. Well, today's one of those days that, the difference. So there's maybe 6 to 10 or so today, where the last few days it was 4 or 5 kind of thing. So it's almost double. So if someone could figure out how to read the market ahead of time, that would be helpful. We do it in real time, but that's not even fast enough. It needs to be ahead of time. And I think and we've talked about it before, and now I think we could probably do it pretty easy. I can ask the little Claude bot, what is our overall P&L? In fact, I can do that right now. Shoot. Wow, I can make a skill to do that. That's a great idea. I'm going to make a skill to tell us whether the market regime is good or bad. What I mean by that is if our bots are up or down. Is the portfolio up or down? And that's a pretty good indication if you're getting crushed or not, I guess. Yeah, okay. Cool idea. And then we can give that to an indicator to tell this, I'll call it the bionic bot, whatever the term we end up calling it. But this new bot would then use that market regime indication that we get from our overall portfolio, whether it's time to go to work or not. That's a cool idea. Another filter. We got the moneymaker going long. ES is having a nice retracement now. Hit the bottom. We have hit the bottom. There's the ES moneymaker. Power plays in a nice trade too, right here. Boom. Power play action. This thing's on a tightrope. This one, it told me set it at a stop loss of 20, I think. 25 maybe. Ticks on the NQ, which is unheard of. Usually you get smoked anything less than 20 for sure, almost. During the day. Anything less than 20 ticks, usually you get taken out. They say the trade doesn't have a chance to mature. Trading is it's an auction. It's an auction. When I was growing up, man, I used to go to the horse auction all the time. That was the coolest place to go where I grew up. Over to the horse auction, see some of those nice ones go for big money. People roll in there with some big stacks. My dad used to like the old fancy ones. Those that made those front legs go whoop, whoop, whoop. Tennessee Walker. Power play came up to the target. Profit target window might be important. Another power play long trade. Signal A going long. This is my favorite signal. It's when the Laguerre pops out of the bottom. Momentum is going up. We don't know how far, but it usually pegs out. If we go back and look at the momentum, momentum oscillator, we always see it goes to the top and eventually to the bottom. Most of the time, it does the nice peak and trough. That's the buy and that's the sell. Great indicator, my favorite. Boom, 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 boom. You know what's gonna happen, you just don't know how far. And you know it's a nice trending day when you get them nice and long, when they're pegged out for a long time. You know that you got a nice trend going there. It means the bulls are the boss for this moment, right in time here. The bulls are making the move. The buyers are in there. Let's go. So we're getting a little weak now on the momentum oscillator. See, we're down here. This is now going to be a signal A going short. We have a signal back there in the background in the strategy settings that you can set up to go signal A, signal A. We thought it was going to be a huge winner and haven't quite figured it out. You know what? On a 150 range, it might be amazing. The few times I've messed with it, I haven't been able to get it to be profitable. Where it trades it back to back. We have a setting where you can set it to trade back to back. But you know what? I probably never gave it enough room. I was always down in the 30 range trying to get it to, turn on and off at a good time. But there's more to it. I had to have the stop loss right, there's a whole more to it always. My lead dog happens to be my Revo 150 today, followed by my Take Profit Trader account, which I used 3 of them. I use the MES scalper. I'm trading 5 contracts on the MES, so it can move pretty quick. We had some huge moves on the MES. I had a couple of really nice trades there. Caught some nice shorts earlier. And trading this the CL. I was just doing the one of the MCLs. It was up of like 3,000 at one point today, though. And the leapfrog. So I was running a leapfrog M&Q. So my leapfrog's still up 573. Can't remember. It was up 1,200 maybe. We got to trade with the power play and the moneymaker going short. Everybody's going short right now. Really small little stop on this power play is what the what my little Claude bot said yesterday, and it's still treading water. It's still up, I think. No. Nope, it just went down underwater. $355. Getting chopped up right here. Nice short trade right now. Trying to jump back on the leaderboard. Woo. Some buying activity going on now. Just got pumped up for a second there, I guess. Dun. There's the buyers. Now they're back. They got control one more time. We get to see our gear starting to hold a lot more length on the upside now. A lot more. So it's upside move now, big time. Great opportunity here. Really nice one. This thing's gonna take off flying. Wish I had something to trade right now. Oof. Opportunity. Here she is, one or so times a day that come along that are like, yeah, baby. We had some earlier though, so man, I caught a couple of these. I was really gonna try to get to 1,000, but it was such a nice market that I couldn't help it. Man, look at that move. Let's go. That's a beauty. That's 100 points. All right. We just watched a 100-pointer. Boom. Took off like a rocket, didn't it? Saw it flutter right here a couple times. Here's another opportunity. Woo, what a great day to trade. Ooh. Wow, beauty today. All right, everybody. David Wise should be stopping in here. Hopefully, he'll come here behind the mic and give us a little bit of insight on what's going on with the options trading. We're gonna have a couple of trades here. I told Sergio we gotta cycle through that. Let's gotta get trades in on this. So we're gonna be putting in some trades a little bit today and see if we can't get this options trading system with this little bot here all tuned in. So I'm excited about that. And then we'll have hopefully an app to get you there for that options trading as well. That it'll do all the talking for us through all the analysis and all the different different interactions with the dashboard and such that you can do that you can't do today. Today, we send a text message, but that's kind of the end of the road. It's we want to open it up to where you can get some insight from that and then interact with David to be like the clearinghouse of, hey, why or what, give me more insight on why. And sort of that, I call it the personal touch, right? I don't think that's going away. That's what I mentioned about for us to hit that button and then have it cycle the trade all the way through. I got to get regulatory approval. I can't just do that, but want to do that. Like, the want isn't the problem, but the right way is really important. So we'll work through that and try to figure that out. But you want a person to be able to give you that insight, not a bot. This thing will tell you anything. It tells you words, you ask it words, it tells you words, you tell it words, it asks you words, you ask it numbers, it tells you numbers. But it doesn't get up and go do anything for you. You have to kind of figure that out on your own as we're figuring it out here. So, but hope to get that to you real soon. So we'll see if David pops in here shortly. But I'm going to step away. Everybody have a great day. Good luck trading. Good to see you today. Hey, David, what's happening?
Not much. I was having a couple of technical issues I had to take care of.
No, I've had them too. Trust me, I get those all the time. I always say, I don't know, it just must be part of the process, you know.
No,
It's just,
it is, but when you're trying to trade, it's really a pain.
oh yeah, it adds like another level of, you know, I'll call it complexity. But
Yeah.
anyways,
But yeah, good morning here today. I traded Oxy twice for some nice wins. Tesla short, which was a big, huge win. And also I just took some Boeing. I take some Boeing shorts that I just get out of. So four nice trades this morning.
wow, round of applause. Way to go, David.
Tesla was a beautiful one.
Was it? Tell me the entry.
Those puts went up to $200 a contract. So that's a pretty big move.
Wow, that was a big move.
Yep, that was an cat.
Oh man, out of the money catalyst, huh?
Yeah.
Them things seem juicy, almost too good to be true. I was telling
if you can find them. Didn't hardly find any yesterday, but Tesla was a good one. Heavy volume coming down pretty hard, so came right down to it. How you doing over there?
Good. No, we're doing good. Today was a pretty good day for the futures market. We had a lot of nice extended moves, so the bots were hanging in there pretty good today, as opposed to, it's been a little bit of a rougher week for them. A lot of chops, so they get really smoked.
Yeah. Hey, how's Rory feeling?
He's a little better. His voice was out for a day or so, so he's getting back in the chair.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good
yeah.
news.
All right, David. Good luck.
All right,
today.
thanks a lot. Let me share my screen and now take it over here.
All right, see ya. You too.
All right, we're in. Got YouTube up and going here. Tesla trying to bounce a little bit again. The market's starting to bounce just a bit here. Off of that pullback there, I assume just off of the news about Iran saying they're not putting mines in the Gulf, the Strait. All right, see if we have any questions. Again, it's about almost 11:50 right now. Market trying to bounce up here above the VWAP. We'll see what kind of lift it can get. All right. And I'm going to look around. I'm not in any trades right now. Well, other than the trades we're in, but I'll take a look at the swing type trades. Stone Circle, by the way, which is up to about $116, up about $3 this morning. Again, I'm going to hold on to it, see if I get any kind of a rip in this thing. It's very, very volatile. Gilead bounced right off of that support level. The ones we were watching here, wanted to see it hold this right here, this 148.60, 143.63, bounced right off of it this morning, moving back up again. So I believe it can stay in that. Here's my circle trade, which I get clobbered on yesterday. Is trying to bounce, see if it can. I want to see if it can run up to this 128. I don't know if it'll do that or not, but we're trying. Again, I took profits in Oxy a couple times today. Notice it's right at that 38, the 58.77 level, and took profits in Tesla short. went right down near the 200 and was in Boeing for a short time and took a decent profit on that as it got right to the support level. That's it for the trading today. It's actually been, not very many trades, but decent trades. And you see, you're in KR trying to get one more move up in it. Yeah, that's Kroger. That was an all-time high in Kroger here today. We looked at that this morning, and that is a nice move in it. It is a little extended, but I think you might be able to get a little bit more out of it. Obviously there's no real resistance above here now, so you just have to have to trade momentum in it. If it starts to lose momentum, you probably want to get out. It's had a lot of high volume candles here today. Right now it's just kind of riding this 8, but I would just use the 8 and 15 together here, and just if it gets below the 15, I'd take it off. But if it stays above the 15 and moves the 8, you can probably ride it up a little bit more. All right, I'm going to look for some trades. Roger, BSX still a nice short. Yeah, that was one you mentioned yesterday, and that has been. That's the Boston Scientifics. That's the Boston Scientific still coming in. 67.32, 67.32 support on Boston Scientific. That support level goes way back to 2024 mid-month, but around April, I think. Uber pretty weak today. Not high volume, but just drifting down here. Support on Uber. It's got a few levels here. I think the closest one is about 72.36. And then it's 70.13. Chipotle also weak today. CMG getting a little extended, but breaking down on CMG. Support on CMG 32.50, not very far away, about 40 cents away. Spotify also setting up short. $5.10.50 I have as a support level on it, just about $1 away. Nike continues to be weak. It's got a big cluster of high volume candles right now. Main support level now right around 54.60, which just went through, and then it's got room down to about 53.51. But there's a lot of high volume candles in this area from back in April of last year, of this year, last year, which was tariff time. That's why there's so much high volume there. We're just a little boost up here, and now we're just kind of riding right along the VWAP. Triple Qs, really not much movement in the market here right now. Oil, you see, is letting up a little bit. Oxy's flattening out as well. Nothing really here that's jumping out at me to trade at the moment. CVX is still bullish. This is when the Joe traded this was still moving up here today. And again, just grinding up stronger than the other stocks, right? The other oil stocks right now. CVX still looks like a good long here. It's stacking, creating a high volume candle here. I like the CVX for an UMCAT trade actually right now. So I took a little bit of CVX right here. Again, it's been putting in a lot of high volume candles and it's still moving up here. Pretty strong. You have to go. I don't know that you can even. This may be all-time high in CVX. Anyway, I'm long CVX. Long CVX and watching the SPY here as it's holding above the VWAP, trying to get into this gap from this morning. We'll see if it does. It's not very impressive candles. Q's looking about the same. Again, all the indexes are down for the day significantly. And I'm just in CVX right now. I mean, I like oil stocks have been strong. We'll see if CVX can get another leg up here. Just looking to see if it can get one more leg up. It did put in a high volume candle here. We'll see if it follows through. Obviously, the momentum is tremendous on it right now. Really don't want to take any shorts right now with a SPY doing what it's doing. I did like a Nike for a short and Uber for a short, but I didn't take either one of them because the market is showing some indications of moving up a little bit. Striking CVX. I took I did take an UMCAT. I took one out of the money. Let me see what it was. 200s. 200s. I think I paid $1.12 for the 200s. Again, this is going to be an UMCAT trade, so this is going to be fairly quick. Yeah, I paid $1.11 for it. It's trading at $1.09 right now. Ari, it's an all-time high on CVX. Thank you. Yeah. Pulling back just a bit. Again, I'm going to use this 8. I got it right here off the 8. So we'll see if it holds there and moves up. Still showing here on the cascading candles, obviously. I'd like to see it get above here and turn white. That's what you'd like to see, some stacks. Market's starting to come back down again now.
Coming from Financial Times, investment fund questions valuations in Blue Owl's private credit portfolio.
Market getting a little choppy here. Spire back down below the VWAP. Boeing's still coming down, by the way. Boeing's still coming down. I'm out of that trade, but it is still coming back in. It bounced up a little bit. And again, Tesla got very close to the 200-day moving average. I can't really touch it when it's short when it's this close to the 200-day moving average. CVX going against me a little bit. Harry did 197.50, 200 strangle in CVX. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good trade too. I don't know what you paid for it, but that's if you get into it for 210, 220, 230, something like that, it'd be good. You're in the money on it by about 70 cents or so. 230, yeah, that's okay. Market internal is still coming in pretty. It's pretty steep. It's not steep, but fairly sharp. SPY is just really choppy here right now. Again, all I'm in right now is for the intraday trade is CVX. Just long CVX with the $200 calls. It's an UMCAT trade based on this volume. I'd like to see some more white candles here. And I really need to see, since I'm out of the money, I need to see this thing move here pretty soon. I mean, it's, I'm break even right here right now, but nice move up would come in handy, especially if it moves up toward that $200 strike price. Yeah, it's an all-time high in CVX, so there isn't any resistance that I can kind of chart overhead. CVX trying to get up there, needs to get above 198.52 to break out from the last candle. We're at 12.14 right now.
On SYK, talk about some positive analyst comments on the name.
Sarang says choppier than chop. Yeah, it's pretty choppy. I mean, you just have to try to find stocks that have some, consistent momentum to them. Mostly that's oil today. Tesla was a good short earlier, but again, it got down to close to the 200-day moving average, so you had to get out. And Boeing, same thing, get down to support, you had to get out. So right now I'm just in CVX. It's a good chart. This stock doesn't seem to really care what the market's doing. It's trading as oil is right now, moving up. So we'll see if it continues. It's been one of the that and Oxy have been two of the good oil trades today. Hey, Ari. SYK with relative weakness. Thank you. Only monthlies with wide spreads. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Medical. That's Stryker. Yeah. Stryker is a medical device company. Yeah. It's down pretty hard today. It is bouncing right now. Down 3.6%. A lot of volume coming into it. But again, monthlies with wide strikes. SPY trying to bounce here. CVX trying to get through that 198.52. Again, I'm out of the money in these things with $200 calls. I really need to see this thing move. I don't like it does expire tomorrow, so I have a little bit of cushion on it. But with these UMCAT trades, we get high volume. I'd really like to start to see some white candles here with some volume to the upside. There's Mosaic, by the way, fertilizer company, moving sideways. NTR, big gap up here this morning in NTR, but pretty flat now. CF was another good one. It was called out today. Oops. It's garbage. CF. There it is. Yeah, it's pretty flat right now. Nice move up here today, but flattening out quite a bit with the market. I mean, the market is definitely getting flat right now. I'm not really anxious to put a lot of trades on at the moment. About 12:20. Like they're just going to take one trade at a time here this afternoon. I don't want to put a lot of stuff on it too. The market is just too unsure. Is the SPY going to go down to the 200 before we bounce again? I don't know. It's 668.71 is the support on SPY right now. 668.71 as it bounces. Right, climbing up here a little bit of volume on it right now. You don't see what CVX is doing here. It's great, just kind of drifting right along the 8. Not what I really want to see for an OMCAT trade. See, a trade like this, I would have been better off to take the in the monies, take the 197.50s. Coming up on 12.24. EVX not exactly powering higher here. It's very weird price action. There's a lot of high volume here with a basically a shooting star or basically a inverted hammer. The market price starts to come back down again. Yeah, watching USO, which is just kind of going sideways, and the CVX trade, which is just sitting right on the 8. Not going anywhere here right now in the market. You can see that. Really pretty flat here for the last almost hour. 12:30 right now. Probably going to take lunch about 1:15. This is pretty sluggish price action. And again, the only thing I'm in right now is CVX. I'll hold it for a bit, see if we get a bounce in it. Again, it is susceptible to news. Any kind of a lessening of a crunch in the straits over there, or anything about oil prices being mitigated as for whatever reason, can be a lot of news can do this, but I have to be careful here because I am in a news sensitive stock. This is not really doing too much right now, but I have to watch it. I have to watch the news. I have a news feed going, so I'll hear if there's anything about any tankers being blown up or mine. Again, Iran said they're not putting mines in the straits. That of course the oil pulled back when that happened. But as with all these things, Zari says Iran lies. Of course they do. This is especially when war is going on like this. We're getting lies from both sides, and the market is just trying to decipher all this stuff. All I know is right now, with the situation the way it is, oil prices are continue to go up, which obviously is going to benefit companies like Oxy, CVX, ConocoPhillips. CF still going up, but not by much. It's a lot of flatness. The market is very, very flat right now. You can see there's just not much movement. Mosaic, another fertilizer company, very, very flat. And if you take anything at this point, you probably want to go in the money unless you're seeing stacked candles. But with just sideways action like this, the last thing you want to be in is out of the monies. 1236. Very flat market right now. Down pretty hard for the day, the SPY, as you can see, still down over 1%. But not, most of that came this morning with a gap down and then a move down to the downside. And now it's just basically just, most everything is just moving sideways right now. CVX still moving sideways. Boeing moving sideways. Tesla moving sideways. Just not much going on here. And I'm going to get ready to get some lunch. It's about 12:40. Oh, 5 more minutes. I'll go to lunch. But I'm not doing anything. I'm in CVX, but the market's not doing anything yet. It's just probably waiting for the next news event to occur. All right, I'm going to get some lunch. I'll go ahead and shut down the YouTube feed. I appreciate the YouTube folks today for being here. Let me bring that up. All right. Again, thanks very much. I hope everybody has a great day trading. Trade well this afternoon. I'll be back again tomorrow at about 11:30. And hey, Nizzy, I don't know if you get out of KR or not, but it did pull back below the 8 and 15. And I think if you get decent profits in it, I'd probably take it here. All right. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Trade well. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. And again, if you want any this computer software, the SPY Super System software that I've got here that we use for identifying institutional trades, high volume candles, etc. RightLineTrading.com. Also, you can get access to my room, which I'm here every day, market open to market close, as well as an alert service. All right, thanks everybody on YouTube. Appreciate it. We'll see you back here tomorrow.